What's up, guys? I wanted to do a quick breakdown of a match I had with one of my students. I thought it was a great example of using the club pass and understanding some important ideas about trying to play reverse De La Riva, some common mistakes people make, as well as a pretty cool concept using the Ezekiel when you're passing in half guard. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So we're looking at me rolling with one of my students here. So I'm approaching the open guard. He's trying to set distance as I approach. And one thing I like he does here is he grabs the back of my knee with his left hand and he uses it to buckle my knee so that when he falls back, he can go straight to a reverse De La Riva hook position. So as he sets this position in, my main focus is my right hand pulling that top leg backwards because that prevents him from inverting through to try to go all the way underneath to go to a back take. Here I usually post my hand on the floor and that allows me to kind of turn my hip at a weird angle, which makes that reverse De La Riva hook hard to use. He's doing something a bit unorthodox here, which is grabbing his own foot, trying to pull the hook in position. It's kind of a good idea, but sometimes you can take things a bit too far. And I feel like in this situation, maybe it's a bit of a reach to try to do that. But either way, I pull the top leg back and he tries to go to a single leg grip. I start centering him up with my knee in his stomach to start looking for a knee cut. And I think he turns all the way to the other side here. We end up in kind of like a De La Riva HQ type position. Here, I start looking for a cross collar grip to go for a knee cut. And again, he kind of does a bit of a uncommon movement here, which is he grabs his own foot with his right hand here. Some of these, this is kind of an interesting point in general when you're rolling with someone. Sometimes when you're going with someone who's a little bit less experienced, they can do really odd movements that can actually make a lot of the normal stuff you do kind of work a little bit differently. So it's really good to train with lower belts sometimes just to get experience with stuff like that. But in this case, it causes some weird patterns. So as I go for the cut, you can see he pulls his foot into the hip there. And I kind of use my elbow to wedge that out. And I'm about to go for another cut here after I've wedged that leg out of position. And I think he tries to shift out to reverse De La Riva again on the other side. And now you're going to see kind of some of the consequences of these kind of odd hand positionings. So here he's switching out to reverse De La Riva on the other side, but you notice his right hand is already going for my ankle and he's got like both of his arms down low and he's not protecting his head. This is going to make it really easy for me to club his neck here like this and start coming in on a club pass slash knee cut. So what I do here, I'm not sure if you can see, yeah, you can. My right hand, I'm grabbing his hip and I pull his hip up towards me as I lean the left cross face in to his neck here. And that creates a huge rotation, making it easy to go through with the knee cut. I think in the next shot, I do this one a couple times with the club pass because he keeps making the same mistake. So I'm approaching here, standing kind of tall, letting him make first grips. So again, he falls back, this time pulling the pant grip on the knee, which I do like that grip. And he tries to go straight into a reverse De La Riva hook position. This time, again, because he's got both hands low, it's very easy for me to just switch an arm down the back and get this nice club on the neck. Once I get this here, I can really lean my shoulder weight hard into his jaw, and it's very easy to force my way through on the pass. So if you're doing a lot of reverse De La Riva and lower body controls, that's fine, but you have to pay attention to not leave the upper neck exposed. So here, I step in. It looks like I have some Toreando grips. I think I'm just trying to work some knee cut stuff here. So here I kind of set the knee shield, and this is something I did a video on recently. Once that knee shield is set, he can't really lasso. So I actually like to lock people in here, which is counterintuitive because a lot of people like to be in this position. So here I switch up to the lapel with my right hand, and the knee shield's a little bit far enough over, I can't force the cut. So I'm going to use my right elbow here to kind of clip his leg down like this. And then now that allows me to bring my right shin up to shin slide over. You can see there, I'm starting to do the shin slide. Now, normally here I go for a folder pass, but what happens in this case is I end up, if I can control it really slow there, I end up starting the folder, but then I come right back over his knee, and now the knee shield is out of the way, and I can actually slide through and finish the knee cut pass. So a bit of an unorthodox pass I don't normally do. So we're stepping in. Again, he goes for that reverse De La Riva with both hands low, and he leaves that neck wide open. So I drop in and club him here, push the leg back through, and get the pass there. Okay, so again, we're here in the initial grip fight phase. I'm going for the lapel. I control the bottom leg. I think he gets a lasso here. Let's let this play through like normal. So yeah, so I got the sleeve. I'm pulling his sleeve back. I do that a lot when they grab my sleeve. And what I'm doing here actually is I force another knee cut with the knee shield. So I pull up on that sleeve and I force that knee shield in. So again, with that knee shield, he can't lasso through now. And now pulling up on that sleeve, it's also hard for him to turn his upper body to his right. So I have a lot of control. From here, I start digging the cross collar grip while he has that knee shield in. And this is really nice because now I don't have to rush passing and I can actually start to dig through for a collar choke, which I'm going to do here in a second. So now I have the collar. Yeah, I start going for the collar choke. And again, he's kind of stuck in this position where he's got that knee shield. And now I'm just taking my time collar choking. So he's either going to give me the pass or he's going to give me the choke. In this case, I think he tries to keep the knee shield, but eventually I come through directly to the choke. And then this last clip here, I'm approaching the guard, getting Toriano grips. We're in De La Hiva. Let me slow this one down again. So I'm in De La Hiva, and what's happening is I set my shin right on his shin here. And very commonly, people will try, that's a hard position to get your leg out of. So they try to kick their leg past the body to break my grip. And when he does that, his knee overextends, and you can see my armpit can go in front of the knee. And I just drop straight chest to chest, club the head. And usually I can get this to be a direct pass if I windshield wiper my legs out. But what happens here is he's able to catch my left leg in half guard a little bit, but I still have a dominant chest to chest position. So from here, what I do is now I keep the chest pressure. I try for a little bit to clear my leg out to come directly to mount or to side. But ultimately what I do is while I'm up here, I realize both of his hands are occupied so low trying to deal with that problem that I go up for an Ezekiel here. And this is an important concept in general. If you get too tunnel vision on one thing, you'll often miss the obvious other attack. So slowing that down one more time. Yeah, so I'm here. So you can see his right hand is kind of not there. It's because it's occupied on my legs trying to fight the pass. And it allows me to come up quickly to the Ezekiel and get the finish. I hope you guys found this useful. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like and leave a comment and let me know if you guys have any technique questions or things you'd like to see me cover in the future, as well as you can always message me on Instagram and send me videos of you training or competing and I can do a breakdown on those as well. Thanks a lot, guys.